Hello everyone. On this channel, I feel that information about what is happening in China is often not correctly conveyed to countries other than China, so I will be disseminating the information I have gathered in English. I'm getting information from multiple media, so I'd be happy if you could comment on the content of the video. Also, English is not my native language, so I use an AI speaker to create the voice to convey the information correctly. This time, I would like to talk about the university entrance exams that ended at the beginning of June. I will talk about another topic later. In China, a national standardized exam for university entrance exams is held every year. This is called Gaogao in Chinese. This year, it was held on June 7th and 8th, and a record 12.91 million people took the exam. With such a large number of people taking the exam, you might think that all the exams are answer sheets, but there are some questions that require written answers. So what kind of problems are there? In the past, there were many commentary questions on Chinese literary figures and classics, but recently, instead of literature and classics, exam questions such as Xi Jinping's quotations are sometimes asked. This is how to respond to Xi Jinping's quotes, and it can be said that the political purpose of selecting people who give answers that are convenient for the Communist Party and excluding those who are not. Increase. Xi Jinping thought and Xi Jinping's way of thinking are now a very important learning topic for Chinese candidates, as they also understand the intentions of the Communist Party. Of course, on days when you write negative comments on Xi Jinping's ideas, your evaluation will be low. So the current reality of Chinese students studying for entrance exams is thinking about what kind of answer is preferable to Xi Jinping. By the way, China had a system of imperial examinations. I think many people know this, but it is a system that hires people who pass the examination as bureaucrats. This may sound like equality, but in reality it is designed to prevent the generation of powerful hereditary families in order to make the dictator's power absolute. In other words, no matter how much power the parent has, the child cannot inherit that power. It can be said that the method of control is devised, but if the examination is fair, it is not, and the history of imperial examinations is also the history of injustice. There is also a technique of how to cheat in the exam, and since there is a grader in the exam, there is a behind-the-scenes history of trying to pass even those who are not originally able to pass. The history of imperial examinations is closely linked to cheating in Chinese society, while exams are emphasized. It's tempting to think that China has a fair system where you can get ahead if you pass the exam, but it's not that simple. In modern China, examinations have traditionally been regarded as important, so those who achieve the highest scores in standardized examinations for university admission will become nationally known. The person's name will be announced. Also, as a remnant of the time when imperial examinations were held, the person who got the highest score is sometimes called the upper limit. By the way, the word upper limit refers to the person who received the highest evaluation in the imperial examination, but even now it is sometimes called upper limit to the person who got the highest score in the examination. I've prepared an interesting story about college entrance exams this time, but I'm going to digress a little bit here. By talking about this upper limit, I would like to introduce the two sides of the same coin and the other side of what China's university entrance exam is actually like, and then tell you an interesting story. I would like to introduce an article. This happened in 2009, and there was a person in Chongqing who got the top score in the university entrance exam. This person's parents were both Communist Party cadres and had excellent exam results. Since he was affiliated with the Communist Party, it was expected that he would enter Peking University, which is said to be the place where the top-ranking students in China go. An incident has occurred. A little background knowledge is required here, but in China's university entrance exams, there is a system in which ethnic minorities are required to wear wooden clogs. The Chinese Communist Party has shown that it protects ethnic minorities. Some Chinese people believe this. In the case of ethnic minorities, there is a system in which dozens of points are added together during university entrance examinations. I'm here. However, there is a flip side to these systems. The students' parents were Communist Party cadres, and they used their Communist Party connections to pretend that their son was an ethnic minority. This will give you an additional 20 points on the exam. Thanks to that extra point, the order has been reversed. I think that the fact that he stood out because of this had a negative effect, but the examinees knew his original level. Furthermore, there are many people in the Communist Party who have their own sons taking the exams. That's why there are people who inform. The parents of the student were also subject to investigation after it was revealed that they had been given extra marks under the guise of being a minority, even though they were not originally ethnic minorities. In the end, both of them got fired. In short, it was revealed that actual misconduct had occurred and was punished for it. As a result, Peking University has clearly stated that this person will not be admitted. By the way, this student seems to have scored enough to enter Peking University without wearing clogs. However, his parents pretended that their son was an ethnic minority with the intention of insuring him, and inflated his score, which made him stand out, resulting in this result. So, the Communist Party is making preferential treatment for ethnic minorities, but in fact it is sometimes used like this. It is said that the Communist Party has prepared a number of preferential measures for protecting ethnic minorities, but in reality it is not the minorities that are eligible for such preferential treatment, but those who have connections within the Communist Party and the Communist Party. It means giving preferential treatment to people who are convenient. If you control ethnic minorities, you are using it as if you listen to us, you can receive this preferential treatment. This is not about respecting or protecting ethnic minorities. It is made for political purposes that are convenient for the Communist Party. If you dig a little deeper, if you don't know how the Communist Party actually operates, you will have a misunderstanding that the Communist Party is a government that protects ethnic minorities and is friendly to the weak. If you are watching this video, please do not misunderstand and understand correctly. If someone says that the Communist Party is protecting ethnic minorities, I think they will understand correctly if I ask them about the imperial examinations being rigged and what the Uyghurs are facing. I'm running out of time, so let's talk about it. It can increase greatly after college entrance exams are over. What do you think it is? The number of divorces will increase. Recently, a large number of couples file for divorce between June and September. Divorce seems to be held at the Civil Welfare Bureau, but it is said that long lines are formed. What is the background to this? In families with students, if their parents divorce before taking the exam, it will have a negative impact on the student, so there will be chaos in the family, and there will be problems such as which parent will take over. This can make it difficult to concentrate on studying for exams. Therefore, it seems that there are quite a few cases where they behave well until the exam is over. However, it is reported that there are many couples all over China who go to the divorce procedure after the examination is over, and it is reported that the situation is the same this year. Also, it seems that some of these couples have created contracts or agreements to divorce after their children have completed their exams. Incidents such as children looking at the contract before taking the exam have also occurred. There is also a story in Chinese society that there is no point in playing a masked couple. In the case of China, there are many dual-income couples, so even if a woman gets divorced, it does not mean that she will suffer financially. However, if you are trying to make a mortgage with the income of the couple, it seems that some procedures may be complicated, such as selling the real estate after divorce and living in a rental property. Listening to these stories, I think that the general image of Chinese people is correct in a sense, but at the same time, there are some differences. This is my personal impression, but first of all, I have an image that Chinese people tend not to trust others, but they value their families. Family or relatives. Therefore, I think that there is certainly an attitude of valuing their own children. Therefore, even if you want to break up, if you think about the children and keep the masked couple until the exam, you can say that this point is different from the image of Chinese people. There is an image that I do what I want because I don't care if other people are in trouble, but sometimes I put up with it when my child seems to be in trouble. If so, I think it's strange that we have to put up with things that other people find difficult, but that may be the problem of Chinese society. That's all for now. See you next time.